It's the Linemakers on Sporting News, brought to you by Jack Daniels.
A Monday Night Football doubleheader, and we get things started with Baltimore and Cincinnati. Bengals making the road trip here, and it was an incredible season for Cincinnati with Andy Dalton shocking the NFL as a rookie quarterback, guiding the Bengals to the postseason. Here are the power ratings. On a neutral field, you have the Ravens about a 4-point favorite. Well, let's go to the opening number. Add 3 for home field, and the Ravens open 7, but the Sharps are going to buy back, bring it down below the key number of 7-6. The Ravens are favored. The total on the game is 41. As for the Cincinnati teams, we cited teams like Houston, Detroit, San Francisco. Hadn't been in the playoffs forever. Will they regress this year? Same question can be asked of the Bengals, and the sophomore jinx is always out there for the young quarterback, Andy Dalton. The one thing we can tell you, if you are a football player in the NFC North, you earn your paycheck in division games. This is not a game for the faint of heart. 2 very solid and physical defenses. The Ravens, all-purpose weapon with Ray Rice. Flacco, watch out for Torrey Smith. Could be a breakout season. Baltimore, they've come so close to making it to the big dance. Is this their year, Richie?
Brian, this better be their year. They're not getting any younger in Baltimore. You know, they have a great core with Ray Lewis, Reed, and Suggs on the defensive end, although I heard Reed and Suggs will not be playing in this game. And, of course, on the offense, Ray Rice, Flacco, and Bolden are tremendous. Not flashy, but tremendous. They get the job done. This is a team that was 12-4 last year, went to the AFC Championship game against the Patriots, and Lee Evans had it in his hands before Sterling Moore ripped it out, forcing the Ravens to go for a game-tying field goal, which they missed. But that's been their luck lately. But this is a team last year that was 8-7-1 against the point spread. But of their 7 losses, 4 of them, they were double-digit favorites. It's a lot to ask any team to cover 10 or more points, thus making them 8-3-1. They can win and cover the winnable games, and this is one of those. They beat them twice last year. They covered once. The other game fell 7. And here, when the number's right around 6, it is definitely a winnable game. I think this number is going to go back up. Let's look at the Bengals side now. Dalton had a great first year, but unfortunately, the best team they beat were the 8-8 Cardinals. Very, very important for them to use a receiver, A.J. Green, a little bit more. And they got that Ben Jarvis, Kenny White, Green Ellis guy in the backfield that's supposed to help them, but I'm not sure if he is. Let's look at the total on this game now. We're looking at about 41, 41.5. You know, these two teams combined to be 21-11 to the over, but they are not over teams. Most of the games that went over by just a couple of points. They could have easily been reversed on those records, and both teams are under teams. Don't be fooled. This total will probably go down. Speaking of NFL totals, this year the average total opened up at about 44 points, the highest it's been in years, mostly from an overreaction from last year where the season started off the strike. Everybody thought the defenses were going to flounder when it was really the offenses that excelled. Not going to see that this year with the full preseason. What you are going to see is a great Monday Night Football game, and thanks from the Linemakers.